burning slowly deep inside of me. I'm being swallowed by confusion, lost between the truth and my insatiable delusion. It's just my pride, or is it just a bunch of lies? I don't care, but I just gotta find myself a place to ride. But I can taste it, the sweet seduction, an appetite for greater and it's holding me to ransom. My state of mind is going blind. I'm losing grip of every other truth that I could ever find. I'm searching for a reason, my mind is on a journey, but I'm quickly running out of time. Storm is rising on my horizon, my fate is coming at the speed of light. Don't stay with me. The dark when I'll stay. Don't walk away from the road. Your destiny outweighs. Words grip me like the chains of a prison cell, cutting deep through the skin and my dignity. I find myself, I lose myself. I'm looking for something to hold on to in the darkness. But I'm never giving in, no, I'm never giving up. That's just how it's gonna be when it all goes down.
care to get up again. But I won't spend my whole life philosophizing. I just take what's mine, I'm on it. Destiny be damned. You and I, the walls are free to run, ignoring all the signs. Jump their lies, crossing over, join together, headlines. When I will it be is done on time, and the alpha at the back will hit again. Yeah, in the light, I'm running the circle of
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to also play the song, last song, the one that goes this is the last song I'll never write, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna kill myself tonight. But I think 3 songs is a pretty good standard. Put the wrong art piece that I wanted to switch to. Okay, so yeah, I think three pieces of music is a pretty good standard, all things considered. So, we still have about 20 minutes, I think, before uh fucking Summer Game Fest thing starts. Now, I didn't do a little bingo sheet thingy for the Soiny one. So yeah, and we got some cool surprises. We got Marvel Token Fighting Souls, the Marvel fighting game from Arc Sys. That was cool. That was my favorite thing, as those of you who weren't here might have, or sorry, who were here might remember. We got a new Capcom game. That's fucking cool. We didn't get no Painkiller, which depressed me. I did learn something unfortunate about the new Painkiller. So I had feared that I had a fear in me that it was gonna be just like that there was gonna be literally next to no story, and like the perfect setup they had to continue the storyline from Hell and Damnation was just gonna be ignored. I had thought those placeholder looking generic ass character models they had in the initial trailer was just like, oh, okay, we got the levels, we got the gameplay, let's show off the cool shit, and then we can, do a whole story trailer later with Daniel and Eve and Belial, and then it'd be cool. And well, we're not getting that apparently. It's gonna be fucking forced co-op multiplayer. Your characters aren't gonna be anybody from this 20-year-old franchise that had about 10 straight years of back-to-back games with setting and characters that grew and changed. Whatever. It'd be what it'd be, I suppose. But I'll still check it out when it's new, because the gameplay does at least look sick, relatively speaking. There is a gameplay fear I have with it, but that has yet to be confirmed to my knowledge. So, hoping we get more Painkiller. Hoping we get more Tides of Annihilation, because that game is peak. Objectively, that game is peak. Objectively. Hello. Oh, shit, I didn't read the comments. I'm sorry. Song is shit. Play Latin jazz. I don't have any Latin jazz, unfortunately. But hey, Corey, how's it going? It's chaos and time. Hello, cow ho ho ho's yo yo yo. Hello, sup loverables. I'm doing dishes, but I still made it to the stream. Based. Hey, yeah, wave emoji. Yo, Cindy, how's it going? Yeah, so we're gonna do the reaction to the gamey thing here in like... Oh god, we still have 15 minutes. Hey, loverables. Thomas, Cindy, how goes it? Okay, we need something to occupado our time for 15 minutes. Maybe I should have played the last song. This is the last song I'll ever write. I'm gonna get myself tonight. Oh, we are also, after that, gonna do a tier list ranking-y thingy of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, because I was supposed to do it with someone who I am no longer friends with, because they said some very, very disgusting things, and then spent over an hour of my life trying to justify and defend one of, if not the most heinous actions you can do to another human being. Hence why I'm not friends with them no more. For those in the Discord, you have seen the leaked DMs, and you know why, why I don't play that shit. It be that way. Hi, Wasteland Princess, thumbs up, and let's go ho ho ho's. Glad to hear it. Cat? Yes. Yes. Hence why me and Cat ain't friends no more. And why Cat ain't gonna show up to the streams no more. Yeah. Like I said, there are, I'm not really proud of saying there's leaked DMs in the Discord, but there is leaked DMs in the Discord with the full context, and exact quotes. But I do not advise looking at them if you're very sensitive to, very specific topics relating to the inappropriate abuse of children. And I say that not to... I say that specifically not to say that there is an appropriate abuse of children, but I hope that specific wording it gives you a heads up on what kind of specific abuse it was he was trying to excuse and justify for over an hour. With no hint of self-awareness whatsoever. Hi, sup Unicorn, how it going? Hey, Unicorn with emoji wave emoji. We are still 12 minutes out. Fuck! What can we do for 12 minutes? Oh, they put out a new music video for the upcoming Wings Club show. I'd be interested in watching that. The, music video. I mean, obviously I'm gonna watch the fucking show. But I don't know if that one will get us in trouble. I mean, playing the Dream Warriors song didn't get us in trouble. So theoretically, this shouldn't get me in trouble either. Theoretically. But, so yeah, that was the quick, there's the, because I really don't want to go into extensive detail about that, because it was disgusting, but flipping back to the previous topic of discussion, so, yeah, that was my quick explanation of why that is, and why me and Ken ain't friends no more. Like I said, there's more information in the Discord, if you'd like to look at that. And I thought the autism funny mustache man was a bit too much. Yeah. Like I said, the extended info is in the Discord. But yeah, that's why me and Kat ain't friends no more, and why Kat ain't gonna be coming to the streams no more. there's gonna be a new Wings Club series, or yes, it is a reboot, because now, now you have triggered my fucking obsessive bullshitness, so now we're gonna go watch that. Wings Season 9 Traveler. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we have 9 minutes. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna do this. I want that boom, cause lamb. We're gonna go over here. We go back over to this. So they have a teaser trailer out. It is a reboot. It is a reboot. We're going back to season 1. There's even some direct like just redoings of stuff that was in season 1. But y'all can see here. Now I loved Winx Club when I was a kid, and I still this cartoon has still a warm place in my heart as an adult. The reboot, as you can see, is CGI, which the series has flirted with over its later seasons, particularly season 5 and 6, as well as all of its movies were in CGI. Although, I will say, the CGI here looks good, which I would argue some of the CGI, especially in the third movie, Secret of the Abyss, did not look very good. But I like the CGI look here, even if I do prefer traditionally animated stuff.
We're here for you.
For me? You need to come with us. Come with you?
That was the funny delivery.
Magic exists here. Woohoo!
That sounded like the fucking Ron Coda PS2 version delivery, if you know what I'm talking about.
And I came to learn it. We'll teach you everything we've learned. I'm so excited to meet all of you.
We know so.
Yeah, so another thing is you can see Aisha is part of the team from the get-go this time, and as for the new designs, the originals, obviously, especially the first 4 seasons worth of designs, again, special place in my nostalgic little heart, but I think the new designs are fine. Not, I don't think they're as good as some of the old ones, and I heard this time they didn't do what they did with the originals. In the original, when they were making the fairy designs, the creative team actually consulted with legitimate fashion designers of the time to make looks that would reflect like a specific clothing style, a specific attitude, like for each individual girl, as well as other aspects of them were designed around famous women of the time, particularly famous famous singers and stars like that. Again, of the era. This was 20 years ago.
We know this isn't easy.
But still.
Well, no!
But hard things never are.
Yeah, the tricks.
Burning sun!
You must
Hadouken.
discover your true nature.
That almost sounds like the voice of Farragonda from one of the older movies. Probably not.
But what does Winx mean? Nothing. Just Winx.
She did the thing! She did the thing like in the cartoon! Like in the cartoon that I watched as a child! She did the thingy thing! That was like the thing I've seen before! Holy shit, let's go! I have to go back to watch the original... Oh, they're starting it over? Yes. And if you ever want to watch the original, let me know, because I have several bootleg DVDs. I can't use Discord anymore. I can't remember my password. I would advise doing password recovery. But I also have you on Twitter if you really do want to see the stuff. I'll send them to you on Twitter. Barbie is gone forever. Incorrect! Barbie shall never die, because Barbie is the bestest toy brand in the world. I like the original more. I don't know how I feel about this new... Okay, so here's the thing. As somebody who never grew out of loving this fucking cartoon and property, let me tell you wholeheartedly... Hold up, let me switch back over here. Oh, we still have 4 minutes. Okay, we're gonna watch the fucking music video that they put out today. And that should carry us over. Now, I have not heard this. This is just a new promotional music video for the upcoming Winx Club series. But, quick thing. I understand the hesitancy to a reboot. I'm hesitant to it as well, especially with where the later seasons of the original cartoon went, i.e. pretty much everything after season 4, of which there is 8 seasons, by the way, and a movie. But then they did make a live-action show on Netflix called Fate the Winx Saga, which is one of the most offensive things I've ever seen in my life, and it beat my childhood up, stole its lunch money, and kicked it in the tummy. Fuck Fate the Winx Saga. The live-action show fucking sucks, and if you defend it, you're wrong, and you're on the wrong side of history. Now, they did also have a soft reboot on Netflix called World of Winx, which exists in its own nebulous timeline where certain events of the original cartoon did happen, and other things absolutely did not. And that show I thought was pretty good. I thought that one was pretty good overall, and I did enjoy that one. I'd recommend that one. I'd actually recommend watching the first 4 seasons of Winx Club, and then watching the 2 seasons of World of Winx. World of Winx unfortunately ends on a cliffhanger because they then went into prioritizing the live-action show, which was trash. In fact, I hated it. In fact, I would go as far to say it was hate. In fact, let me tell you how much I've come to hate that show since practically its first trailer. There are 7.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom, if the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for Fate the Winx Saga at this micro-instant. For every fucking mention of butt stuff in my fairy princess magical TV show. Hate! Fuck the live-action show. Fuck what it did to literally every character I loved and made my childhood happy. Fuck every mention of butt stuff. Fuck every usage of hard drugs. Fuck what they did to my boy Valtor. We could, yeah, nah, see, y'all think I fucking complain about Mortal Kombat and then fucking stupid-ass modern Resident Evil. No. We could sit here for 4 fucking hours, and I could complain about the fucking live-action Winx Club show. No, hate. Whatever. Watch this. Hopefully this makes me happy. To be honest, I never liked Winx Club. Wrong opinion. I meant Barbie movies. We're gonna get another live-action one, but I don't think the CGI Barbie movies have been very good for a while. I like the first 2 generations of Barbie movies. I didn't like the ones after that. I hope we get more clips of the show. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, basically they're just cutting in the transformation, so that's fine. This isn't the first time they've done a music video to promote the stuff. When the show got picked up by Nickelodeon, Elizabeth, I think her name is pronounced Elizabeth Giles. It might be Elizabeth Gillies, I don't remember. But whatever, she did a music video as well. It was pretty good. I have issues with the Nickelodeon dub, but overall it's my favorite. I think it's the best acted. Josh Keaton as Valtor is literal perfection. Upcoming Marvel fighting game, cast Josh Keaton as fucking, Mephisto. That was alright. That was alright. Oh, fuck!
Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become.
Show
Here's a
off
look at the
Painkiller!
top 10 selling new games
Do
on
it!
Steam
You
so
fucking
far in
pussy.
2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co.
No, it's
Lots of great games.
It's better if I
Now,
don't
the list
know.
includes
That's
beloved
fair.
franchises, but sitting proudly at number
You
one
won't
with over
really need to
13
know.
million units sold since February
Is that it
is
isn't
Repo,
subtle
a
and it's
groundbreaking indie
yeah.
game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like
there was
Monster
nothing
Hunter Wilds
overt.
and the
It
Oblivion
wasn't like
remake.
skirting around it. It was
Absolutely.
just outright being fucking
Now let's
nasty.
also applaud Claire
I had
Obscure
my
from
lunch money stolen
Sandfall.
when I was in elementary
Okay,
school. I'm sorry, dog lover.
they might get some
Nobody should
nominations
be
at the
mean
end
to
of the year.
dog
We're not there
lovers.
yet, but it is a monumental
start
achievement,
for another
earning the
time. Fair.
highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a
stealing
game,
other people's
all
lunch
from a
money
team
when I
of
was in
under
elementary
30
school.
developers who bravely stepped away
Damn,
from big
foreign
publishers
exchange
to
students.
forge their own
Wild.
path.
Black
One
emoji,
thing is clear.
lol.
With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's
Hi.
most innovative
So did anyone buy the
projects
Switch too? I did
increasingly
not.
emerge from outside the traditional
I was going
publisher
to,
system.
but
And that's something to
I'd rather have a
celebrate.
Steam
But
Deck.
with more than 18,000 games released on Steam
Kingdom Come
just last
Deliverance
year,
2.
more than double from
People who like
2020,
that game
the
can
challenge
like it.
now is discovery.
I played the first
And
one
that's
and thought it was
precisely
dog
why
shit.
events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so
Yeah,
essential.
Steam
These
Next
events
Fest.
help remarkable games, big and
Put out a
small,
demo for Tides of
find their
Annihilation.
audiences.
I will
Hopefully, if you're watching this show,
literally
you'll discover
do as
your
much
next
free
favorite
promotion as
game.
I humanly
So,
can.
in that spirit,
If someone
let's
wants
kick
to
things
send
off
a,
with a game from an independent studio
a message
who is thinking
from,
very big.
that's
In
from
2017,
me
four developers broke
to the
away
developers
from
of Tides
AAA
of
publishers to
Annihilation.
chart their own course.
You can let
Today,
them know that
they're a
I will
thriving
literally
independent studio
work for
of
free
30
and do
creators.
anything to help
What
their
you're
game
about
succeed.
to see is a powerful
Literally
testament
anything.
to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Yeah, let's go! It's gamer time! It's new! So it's not Tides of Annihilation because I already got it shut off, but still! But still!
Think you're the Harbinger. You might be.
Yo! Cool sounding music, but it might be copyrighted, so I gotta talk. Alright. Alright, I'm liking the aesthetic we're throwing down. Liking the dark fantasy. Please don't be a Souls-like. Please be a character action game. Or like just an action RPG or something. Because I hate Souls-like combat. I've gone through that a lot. Oh fuck yeah! Let's go! Yo! Let's go! It's brutalizing time. Fuck yeah! Yeah, eat shit, data boy. Oh my god. Let's fucking go! Swacked.
They'll worship you until you fail. Then what?
Yes! Dope looking! Yeah! Okay, the first one was the Souls-like, but that, I don't know, that still looks fucking cool. Maybe I'll suck it up and give that a try.
Didn't that look great? Well,
Whatever,
we got
it
lots
still
more
looks
to come,
fucking
but
cool.
right now, the end, the Nexus War,
Thanks,
Galactus
wave
fight,
emoji.
or even
Thanks,
live
Al.
at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale
It is copyrighted
live
and the game
in-game
is a
events.
Souls-like.
And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again
Whatever,
across
it looks
console,
fucking
PC,
cool.
and
Maybe
phones.
it'll be like
The
Stranger
Death
of
Star
Paradise
super
or
laser
Stellar
is
Blade,
charged and
where
ready to
it's like
decimate the
a
Battle
hybrid
Royale island.
Souls-like
But there's still
and
hope.
game with
You
good
and your
combat. 'Cause the
friends
combat
can
look
join
cool.
the fight. Here's the
Maybe I'll
first
give it a shot.
exclusive look
I don't know.
at what you'll be
I
part
don't
of
hate all
tomorrow in the
Souls-likes, I
brand
just
new
hate
live
most of them.
event, Death Star Sabotage.
Yeah, show off the Darth Vader AI. Do it. Do it, you fucking pussy. You fucking coward. I was supposed to play Fortnite when they did the Mortal Kombat stuff. Maybe if I can get Asahi and Katie, maybe I'll give Fortnite a try. I don't know. I need people who don't suck to teach me how to play.
Think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an
that's a
honor to
call
welcome
out,
to Summer
Asahi
Game
and
Fest a
Katie.
legendary
Y'all both
game
are good at
creator
games,
who is set
unlike
to
me.
release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions.
I don't
and we are
just
honored to have him with us for the first
just
time
all the
at
ones
Summer
I
Game
know
Fest in
exist.
person.
Hey, I
Please,
don't
everyone,
hate
join me in
Stranger of
welcoming
Paradise
the
and
great
Stellar Blade.
Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Oh, fuck. That's not fair. Kojima made good games
Aki,
20
great to
years
see you.
ago. And
Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer
he
Game
helped-
Fest. It's great
he
to have
helped
you
the
here. We are
creative
so
direction
excited
of
for DS2.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
So let me ask you,
didn't
Mr.
work
Kojima,
on that game, but he
you've worked for many years
helped
on this
influence
project. What
the
do you hope players
director
take
to
away
follow his
from
passion.
DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、コロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
コロ
the
ナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
I didn't like the first one. I probably won't like this one. But such is life. Oh yeah, board night. Is Stranger of Paradise really a Souls-like though? Doesn't really seem like one. It is, it just has combat that doesn't fucking suck. And a story that's entertaining.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner.
Shout out to Lucy.
What do you do? For living?
I'm a porter.
So
Would
thank you.
Please
We're
comb
good
your
to be
hair
there.
a little. My God.
Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
Neo 2 is what?
The girl.
Neo 2 is the better Dark Souls. I liked Neo 2. I played that originally because I heard because I heard there was a fight with Neo Tengu.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
And that you could get the dragon sword. Yeah, I like Neo 2, I like Stellar Blade, I like Stranger of Paradise. People tell me Lies of P is good. I mean, it looks cool.
Mystery.
I mean, maybe I'll
Well, that was a
maybe I'll
clip from the
try
game, a
it.
cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character.
ニールとルーシ
Neil
ー。
and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が2人あ
You
る
saw the cancer mark on both of their hands.
Be fun to watch Weeks Club
So
with
they
you.
have this
Face.
deep connection.
Yeah, remind me
and reveal
sometime.
throughout
I've got
the
a
story.
I've got a few
And
bootleg
last time on
DVDs
DS1,
of
we
the
have
different
Cliff,
dubs,
who was played by
and
Max.
also have
And of course, by story,
well,
you know,
actually, I
he
think
will
some of
not
it's on
be in
YouTube.
DS2.
今回ニールっていうのが
But this time, Neil will be like playing like the role that Max did for DS2
で、
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超えるようなキャラク
But
タ
I
ーを作ろう
think
として、まあ、ルカさん
We
にお
have
願い
to
して、
kind of like top that
結構いいキャ
character.
ラクター
So
に
Luca
なったと
Marinetti was a great
い
actor,
ろい
and
ろ
I
心に
think
残る演技もして
it
い
was
ただ
great.
いた
He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neil,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many
Code
members
Vein.
of the
I
cast. He'll be
wanted to
sharing,
like Code
a new
Vein.
demo of the
I
game,
really,
live gameplay
really
demo,
did.
alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker,
And-
I'll be
and
there hosting
maybe
it.
if I had
and let's just say this is
taken
not the
more
last
time
that
with
you've
it
seen of
and,
Neil this weekend,
like,
and we'll leave it at that.
Let myself
ニールの
get
ゲーム
fully,
プレイシーン
fully
や
engrossed
I'll
in
show
it.
you the
Maybe it would have
gameplay
done
scene
more
of
for
見
Neil.
に
me,
来てくだ
but
さい。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday, too.
almost the
Excellent.
entire
All right,
playthrough was
thank
me
you so much.
wanting
Hideo Kojima,
the
everyone.
game to
Great to see you,
have that
Mr. Kojima.
magic
Thank
for
you.
me that I would really like, and it just never being able to hit it
All right,
perfectly.
and now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party.
Bro,
A
just
veteran
let him
games journalist on
finish.
GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast.
Instead
Please
of
join me in
Tim
welcoming
talking
the
over
incredible
him.
Lucy James.
We have ducks swimming in our pool, based a male and female. Shout out to ducks.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Wait,
Thou
Venom?
shalt not kill.
What the fuck?
So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands.
Wait, fucking Venom's the narrator?
But ambitious men
Raw Power Games,
do
okay.
not listen. I sought no war. But war found me.
Venom, you're the washroom. Venom,
Prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending.
They were here yesterday too. For context, Tim, I was referring to the translator. I figured.
I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only...
Alright, this is mostly a cinematic trailer, but I like nights. I like nights in video games. I'm waiting for the day I have a cool night character action-y type game.
My story.
But this seems interesting.
Go write your own.
Like some more gameplay. The Venom narration was funny.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Cross Worlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Mountain Blade Ripple. I used to have one of those. It was on PS3. I'm not a big racing game person, nor am I a massive Sonic person. But I hope this is cool for people who are into those things a lot. That Hatsune Miku, what the fuck? Yo, Ichiban! Okay, maybe I give a fuck. Of course it's fucking Persona 5. Not Persona 4, the best one objectively. We can play as Ichiban! Yeah, give a fuck now. Woo! He's gonna level up. Be the best that he can be.
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Bane. His most iconic role was Bane.
I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So, you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today.
The day after it came
Take
out,
a look
throwing
inside
shots
of the
that
travel
fast.
ring.
God damn. That's some big gamer balls, my guy. Yo, it's the chicken jockey man. Yo, we had chicken jockey
Minecraft
dude.
and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh.
Why
That's all I want.
Ichiban and
That's all
not
I want.
Kiryu?
Next, we're excited to reveal a
because you can
brand
run
new
into
action
other racers,
RPG
right?
From Bandai Namco Studios.
And
Embark on a journey
the same way
across a
Kiryu
dark
would never put his
fantasy
hand
world
on a
and
woman.
uncover a
He would
vast
never drive a
story
car
that
into
eclipses
a
time.
woman. Yeah, a new RPG from Scamco. I mean Namco. Yeah, they love their fans. Look at the Tekken community. Is this Bloodstained 2? This feels like more of the Bloodstained trailer we got 2 days ago.
For some, It heals.
That's the guy who voices Heron, Blood of Zeus. Oh, it might be Code Vein, Cindy.
And for our world,
it's not Code Vein, Cindy.
Oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you...
Yeah, my protagonist guy. I don't feel so good.
You have the power to change all of this.
This painted scar, bro.
If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin?
Maybe it is Code Vein,
in this time. Or maybe the next. You'll find how to save us all.
I lean towards worse, as Kiryu is my favorite. The current phase of the franchise, and because Kiryu will only hurt little girls and not great women. Yeah! The RPG shit! Yeah! We're doing combat-y stuff. Yo! We got bikes like in Hyperdimension Neptunian. Okay, this is cool. It's kind of cool. Miss Chainsaw short. 40k call, buddy. That is Code Vein! Yeah! Fucking called it! Called it! Let's go! Message retracted. Except what we did. Wanna have that kid now? Is this Little Nightmares? Cause that looks like the what's her name? Six. Yeah, that is. This is Little Nightmares. I'm sorry now. I'm afraid I can't like. Bullshit! Bullshit! That was just the fucking little girl from Little Nightmares. Six or whatever.
Cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive.
Okay,
an
maybe I'm just
atmospheric
stupid.
action-adventure game coming in 2026
Maybe
to the
I'm just
Epic Games
dumb.
Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI
Yes!
for Hire.
Fuck yeah!
Developed by first-time
Mickey Mouse
developer
Boomer
3D
Shooter.
Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
Can we please give a fucking demo?
Crooks beware.
Give us a fucking
Detective
demo.
Pepper's in the house.
This game looks like so much fun.
the city to their will,
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
and those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy. Here we go.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right,
That's
that's not all from
fine, I
PlaySide.
guess.
Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian
When can I play the
developer.
demo?
We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium
heard of Kill
real-time
Knight.
strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world.
Go back to the fucking
guesses?
Mickey Mouse
Let's take a
Boomer
look.
Shooter game and give me a goddamn demo. Hack. Alright, so I'm gonna throw out a guess. Witcher or Game of Thrones? It's Game of Thrones, okay.
You may think you know
how the game is played. But this is not the game you know.
I've actually been thinking about rewatching Game of Thrones recently. I keep seeing clips pop up on my YouTube.
This is your legacy.
I need to look more into that Nightwatch game that came out recently.
You decide.
I have a sneaking suspicion you can't actually do a lot of this shit.
And who dies.
What they're showing. Game of Thrones. Yeah. Yo, people die if they're killed. You have a sneaking suspicion you won't actually be able to play this intimately in-game.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
Oh, it's a real-time strategy game. Yeah, you definitely won't be able to play it like that.
All right,
And
now it
that's
is time for the
cool for
global
people who
reveal
like
of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
That's a lot of words. Signal there's going to be some interactive loading screen here.
Count a million billion suns in the known universe.
Hopefully I can just suck shit.
So why
It
do we
actually looks
deny
cool.
other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
Also, show me fucking Painkiller, asshole.
My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for
Is
this.
Atomic Hearts 2?
The dawn of a new era. The era
It is
of
Atomic Heart 2.
Heart 2.
Yeah, I had friends who played the first one. I never did. Looks like they turned it into Just Cause. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta talk. Shit, talk. Word, language, yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly. Sing it, Freddy. Sing it, Freddie Mercury. Let's go. Yeah, keep talking. It's copyrighted music. Talking. Oh, you can let the White Walkers win. Demon emoji. And I want to know... Pat, I want to know is just how much I need to know about Game of Thrones going into that game, because I have no interest in watching the show. Okay, look, the show is really good for like the first... I'd say the first 4 or 5 seasons is really, really good. Season 6 and 7 are... Well, Season 6 is pretty alright, a little bit of a step down. Season 7, I think, is the bigger step down. Season 8 is fucking garbage. See, I watched Game of Thrones late after the whole uproar of the fandom and all, and I was expecting to be like, you know, it's probably just mid in the grand design. No, it fucking sucks.
That's right.
The first couple
Atomic
episodes
Heart
of
2
the
is
season
in active development at
but
Lionfish on Unreal Engine 5.
yeah, season 8
a
fucking
spiritual
blows.
successor to the first game with a retro futuristic
fuck the
world
ending,
on
by
a
the way.
global scale. And this time, there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom.
So, I'm not gonna
But
lie, that looked
believe it or
like
not, is
Just
not
Cause
all
with
from
the
Lionfish today.
ideas of, what was the Wolfenstein sequel, New Colossus?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
Crispy critters.
I can
Whatever he
still
said
barely
in the
believe
first
it
game.
myself. When it showed up, I was in the
Last
lab.
season was
I didn't even see it.
Oh yeah, the last season
You know,
fucking sucks.
I felt that same fear, though.
I'm
A
saying I
terrible
think the
sense of my
show,
own
like
powerlessness.
up to maybe season 7, was overall real solid, and then it just when it shifts
How
down,
did the whole of humanity
you
miss
can
it?
you can feel it as an
And
audience
Did
member.
we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
I have no fucking idea what this is. This looks like a video game. It's like the it's smart talking part.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the
That looks
edges
like
are
a video
constantly
game.
rotating to create unique gameplay combinations
looks
that
like a
are
video
ever
game.
evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion
Fuck
universe.
yeah!
The
Let's
new
go!
retro beat 'em
Let's
up coming
go!
to PC
Let's
and consoles
go!
this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
Oh, the next. God damn it! I was hoping we get 4 more. Come on, Psylocke, Moon Knight. Okay, we got Rocket Raccoon. Hey, She-Hulk. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I replayed Shredder's Revenge late last year and I absolutely loved it, so I'm 1000% looking forward to them doing a Marvel game. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my well.
Yo. Capcom. It's Onimusha. Yeah, it's Onimusha. Whatever, I'm excited. Onimusha's cool. This looks cool. I'm happy.
You don't have a chance.
This looks fucking cool though. So, what this is when like the cool older brother comes in, like the younger brothers are trying to be cool and shit. Like, so you got Ghost of Tsushima, you know, rocking pretty well, pretty nicely, you know, learned some lessons from what his older brother laid down. And then you got fucking like Way of the Ronin, you know, not as good, but still cool. Or Rise of the Ronin, whatever the fuck it was called, I don't remember. And then you get like, this is when like the older sibling comes in and is like, yo, let me show you how to like be better than you in every way. JK. I say that lovingly. I like Ghost of Tsushima and Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin was what it's called. The game I was thinking of a minute ago. But the new Onimusha looks fucking cool, and I'm happy we're getting a return of a franchise that doesn't look like it's spitting on the face of what the last entry did.
That was a new look at Onimusha, Way
Show
of the
us Snoop
Sword,
Inc.
which
on
we
a
announced back in
shield.
December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be
guy.
playable this summer at
Fucking
Gamescom. Now let's
abomination.
completely switch gears You guys all know I
heard
love
most
my
of the show
puppets,
is good. I
and
just
this
don't
next project
have
is
any
what I've been
interest in
tracking for a
watching
few
it
years. As a team
for
at Sans String Studios is using Unreal
whatever
Engine
reason.
5 to create an insane
It's
digital
long.
puppeteering
Like,
pipeline. It's actually
it
a
would
thing.
be-
What you're about to see is running completely
would
in
be
real
like 2
time in
weeks of your
Unreal,
life.
and I cannot wait
Like,
to
it really
play
would
it. Here
be
is an
solid 2
unexpected
weeks of
new
your
game
life.
announcement that combines comedic
Like, trust me,
storytelling
there's no
and
pressure to
arcade
get
fighting
invested if
action.
you're not
Check
interested.
this
What? You said arcade fighting action? Wait a minute. Wait, I heard about this. Hold on.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
Was that that was Millie. That was Millie from fucking Hell of a Boss. I'm said Moxie. That was.
Alright, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got.
Okay, this isn't the game I thought it was, but this looks adorable. This looks adorable. Let's go.
Why are you even here?
Jesus, bro.
Don't waste my time.
I said it looks adorable, and then the puppet guy got punched. Hell yeah!
Atta boy. Atta boy.
Yeah, fight for the kids. Let's go. This fucking punch out?
I've been taking dumps in there all day.
It is punch out. It's puppet out. Yo, it's fucking puppet punch out. Yo, okay, I'll buy that one. That's cute and cool.
Super fun. Gotta
Hell
wish list that,
yeah.
right? All right, well,
Oh,
next it's
fuck
time
yeah.
to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception.
If there
We
isn't
trust.
Howard the Duck in it, I'm not interested in that Marvel game.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost
Whoa,
to time
bro.
and legend.
Gotta specify
Only the
like that.
chosen find their way here.
Also, it's called Crystals.
Gathered from every corner of the earth,
Fucking
divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs, engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics. I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking
Ooh,
the
it's an
culprit.
ace to
Who
this?
is guilty will eventually
Interesting.
come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are
Seems
clear.
like it'd be a lot of
You
fun
would
to
do
play
well
with
to
friends.
remember. Deceit and deduction are your
Okay, so
strongest
Felt
weapons
this
in this
and
game
Killer
of
Inn
life
are
or
the two
death.
standouts from Eastern
Your
Farmer.
invitation awaits.
And obviously, Marvel game. That looked like that'd be fun to
That
play
was
with
Killer Inn,
friends.
a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death
Adorable
using
is
social
subject, I
deduction
guess.
skills to
Well,
win.
In all
All
seriousness,
right, it's hard to
though,
believe
it
this
looks
next game was
interesting.
first announced at TGA in 2021. I know it's been a while. Their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm, of course, talking about
werewolf
Arc
game
Raiders.
as a shooter?
This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year.
Hey, yo, what
From
happened to
Embark
that
Studios,
anime
here's the
with
world
Vin
premiere of the
Diesel in
release
it,
date
bro?
trailer for Arc Raiders.
For people who play Ark, good for you. Hope you're happy. Hope this is cool to you.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. clear your
It's like the
mind of all
VR chat game we used to play on bar night. Well, that's cool.
You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
I don't know anything about Ark.
You are in control.
I think Katie plays Ark. I'd have to ask her to give me a fan-like breakdown. What I see here. Actually, the only thing I know about Ark is you fight fucking dinosaurs. Where are the dinosaurs? Yeah, darkness, imprisoning me. All that I see. I don't know where that came from.
That's right, everyone. Ark Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Can we please go back to the puppet fighting game? Please? Like, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sure the book is great. But I watched that fucking Warner Brothers movie. That was the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, no, that's not true. Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 was a little bit more boring, but still. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating. It gets everywhere. I'm right there with you. I could not give a fuck about this property if you paid me. I swear that this bit of music was in a Metal Gear Solid game. A land divided. Homie kinda look like Quan Chi. Homie kinda looks like Quan Chi! Or the Grand Inquisitor. I was gonna say more boring than Silent Night. Yeah, get him, Quan Chi. Get him, Grand Inquisitor. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about Dune, just to clarify. Just had a hard time believing it's more boring than Silent Night. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I thought that said when the void chaos. Yeah, let's go.
It was all for naught.
Souls-like Monster Hunter or something?
Some say time
It is.
for no one.
But the Souls-like, I think.
Neither man nor God, living nor dead.
Yeah, that's something. It looks like you can actually do like combat stuff.
The hands of fate. To save what remains of our broken
You know what this
worlds,
reminds me of?
you need only take my hand.
This reminds me of Babylon's
Return
Fall
to the
for some
past.
reason.
Where your journey awaits.
Chrono Odyssey. I don't know, it looks fine.
Every hero's tale begins with a trial. But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next
Yeah!
will not be
Cool
easy.
combat shit, let's go! That one's not, this one's clearly not a Souls-like. Let's go! Oh, it's gonna be some gotcha game, god damn it. The combat's gonna look cool, you're gonna like the character designs, it's just gonna be like, oh, it's some fucking gotcha game.
What happened while I was out?
Don't you
So I
dare.
hear you're looking for someone?
Don't you fucking
The victors
dare.
show no mercy to the defeated.
Stupid books,
People
stupid
here
lore,
despise
stupid
weakness,
movies,
worship
stupid
strength
game.
and crave glory. I never doubted that you'd end up here.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont?
Yo, it's not a gotcha game. Let's go. When the voice says it's chaos time. Chaos is all over the place.
Such a tiny nuisance. I know all.
I need to go back and get the name of that last thing.
And don't come back.
That's Mio, Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Okay, that sounds really cool from an artistic and design standpoint. Did Joseph Ferris make this game?
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
Out of Words. I really liked that artistically
What a really
speaking.
unique and different game. This
Out
August
of
signals the
Words,
release
I'll
of
look at
Mafia:
that.
The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld
like
of
a
1900
Hoyo
Sicily.
game.
Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Ayo!
Betrayal
I like
burns
Mafia
because
2.
it can only come from someone close.
I played Mafia 1 on the Xbox.
Enemy
and
can't hurt you like
Mafia
a
3 I think was mid. In fairness, it was coming after Mafia
Who are
2,
you?
with the expectations of
Sono
Mafia
Enzo.
2.
I work here.
How is
My
Vito
friends.
Scaletta gonna somehow
My
be in
family.
this game too?
My beautiful daughter, Isabella. Don Torrisi was
I will
something
probably
about
play
it.
this. I do.
Sometimes the client
I
is
do
feeling
like
less
this
than
series in the
cooperative
set.
and we need to,
Even if I think
Teach them a lesson.
its best game stands high above the rest.
remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be. The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity. Do you wish to commit? to this family.
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Biggie Butana!
This family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Yeah.
And if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and
Actually,
will
looks
also
kinda
support a
cool.
Friends Pass,
The
just
stop
like
motion
Split
game.
Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick out that stop motion game, or pick up that stop motion game. Gonna go wishlist that as soon as I can. Also, shout out to Split Fiction. I need to talk to Katie about co-oping that, because she has the game, I only have the Friends Pass. Although I might just buy it, and then... Well, I'd still do co-op with Katie, but still. Oh, he will be. It'll be Vito's great-great-grandfather, or whatever the fuck. Chronologically named Vito. Oh, canonically named Vito Scaletta. Now I want to go back and play Mafia 2 and see if there's like some throwaway line from his mom about how he's named after his great-grandpapa or something. And then they just get this. They just get that actor from Mafia 2. He comes up. My name is Vito Scaletta. I was born in Sicily, in 18 whatever the fuck. That'd be hilarious. Okay, so it is just another GTA.
Hello, Summer
No,
Game Fest.
because Mafia
I'm
2
Carolyn
was
Lawrence,
good.
voice actor for a
and,
few familiar
most GTA
faces
games
you might have
fucking
grown
suck.
up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude.
Oh, she's the voice
Nickelodeon has
of,
always been about wild worlds and
oh my
weirder
fucking God.
characters. And while
squirrel
I'm
from
mostly sworn
SpongeBob,
to secrecy
Sandy.
today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yeehaw!
What the fuck? I was gonna make a joke about the fighting game, or like Nicktoons Unite.
Evil would emerge.
I don't know why this makes me think it's gonna be like Cuphead.
And wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, Tiny Tina.
would be able to.
Oh my god.
Imagination! Go big, go burn!
It's been almost
that
2
makes
years
sense.
since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and
Oh,
puppet
it's the
frenzy
Liza
in
P
Liza P.
DLC.
Overture is a DLC expansion to Liza P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses.
Welcome, Sunio.
Here's the exclusive new look.
I have zero idea what's even in these game trailer events the last couple days because Riley ain't streaming for the last 2 weeks. Wait, I came back at the right time. Or came here at the right time. That's Sandy's voice actress. Yes, yes it is. I was hoping it'd be Nickelodeon Cuphead, but it's not. Okay, so here's the thing. Liza P looks cool. Everybody tells me this one's actually good. Maybe I'll suck it up and get it on, like, the Steam Summer thing. Maybe this will be one of the Souls-likes I don't hate. I don't know, like, combat looks cool. It looks like you do cool shit. rip? That was a B string of Final Fantasy. Rules of nature! It looks Stranger of Paradise. Yes. Maybe I'll fucking suck it up. Maybe I'll suck
Yes,
it
that's
up.
right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill.
What
that
the
piqued my
fuck?
interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
They got the rights to FOP for a vampire savior-like game, but not for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2.
I sit at the front of the dinner table.
Oh, Vampire Survivor. I thought you said Vampire Savior, like the Japanese name of Darkstalkers. I was like, what the fuck? That was not Darkstalkers.
Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of egg.
Then maybe I'll suck it up and pick it up.
Plates of her legs.
It's just as bad as my thing. Oh yeah, I'll watch that eventually. I mean, I'm sure I can get Liza P on sale from some reputable site, or just Steam itself. So maybe I'll suck it up and give it a try over, I don't know, the course of the next few days before I go up to Washington.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
So I wasn't super paying attention to that trailer, but it does seem interesting.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
I've heard of this series, I've never played it. Did you say you don't like Dark Souls games? It's the second Souls-like one I've get. Okay, seriously, I don't like a lot of them, but I'm always open to trying things, and I want to believe that genres can improve with time and taking influences from things that play better. And like, I like Stranger of Paradise, okay? And fucking Stellar Blade. Those are my good. Those are the good ones, okay? And people tell me Liza P is, and Neo 2 was good. People tell me fucking Liza P is really great, and I like it, so I'll give it a fucking try. And Mortal Shell 2 looks fucking badass. I didn't like the first one. I did play a bit of the first one. I didn't really dig it, but I don't know. Maybe the second one's a little different. We'll have to see. The thing it comes down to a lot of the times is like they'll incorporate elements from genres I like that look cool in a trailer, and they'll have artistic choices that look really, really cool to me personally, and then they do the Souls-like thing with combat, which is shitty combat, and that pisses me off, and I stop being invested and stop wanting to play. Also, yeah, anime guy! Onyx dressed as him when he went to the anime convention. Onyx the Fortuitous, I mean, not Onyx Blade. Shout out to Onyx Blade, though. Yes! Anime! Yeah! Anime! Stuff I haven't watched, 'cause it's not old, not Fate, or Overlord. Hoyo game? What does that word mean? Hoyo, what does that word mean? I've never heard that before, but yeah, anime! Yeah! Anime! I don't know jack shit about it. I don't know jack shit about fucking Seven Deadly Sins. It looks fun though. Like people who like this property, good for you. I hope this makes you happy. Make another Fate fighting game, then I'll give a fuck. Or make a Soul Eater game. Or Yu Yu Hakusho. Not another Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game. Never again. Yo! Let's go! Video game!
5.6 is available today.
Is this a sizzle reel for their... It's a sizzle reel for their whole event? You're not kidding me.
Set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully
Oh, I didn't actually realize they... I knew they put out the cinematic trailer
Squid
for
Game will be coming to UEFN.
Forbid.
It started with
Witcher
an
4. I
epic
didn't know they put out
and it's
gameplay
now
stuff.
a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongil Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
We find a way. We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us.
It's a Jurassic Park game?
To nurture what we have set free, to find hope
What is Jurassic
within
Park?
this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
Rip. I've only seen 2 of the movies. I liked the first
I'm
movie.
Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
A big F to The Witcher
Today,
4.
I'm thrilled
I
to
hope
share
it's
a world premiere
dead
look
on
at our
arrival
next
game.
IP,
I
Mina
think
the
it's
Hollower.
cool. I
Mina
think it's
continues our
cool.
traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation.
It makes me happy.
It's a bone-chilling
I'm gonna
adventure
play
that
it.
it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
I don't know anything about this. Oh, okay, that makes more sense to me. Because I was like, wait, I don't recognize that game. I wonder if this character will be in, like, every single indie fighting game, like Shovel Knight is. I mean, this looks fine. It looks fun. I
All
was
right.
confused at first. What
This is a special
this
one. Our
related
next
to.
game
Is it
comes from
Painkiller?
a well-known developer that has done. Yeah. Oh, Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right. Well, let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma.
Okay.
B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're gonna do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade. All right, let's take a look.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest.
Oh
Kick
my
back and
goodness.
bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience.
Is that Neil Patrick Harris?
Oh, hi, new friend. Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder.
Is that Neil Patrick Harris?
You will care for
This is
exotic
cool
pets,
looking though.
the elderly, and this fucking thing with Hip Hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time.
Face?
This guy's a total dimmy. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries?
Okay, I'm liking what's being
All your
thrown
dreams
down
of being
here.
inside me come true in VR.
What did he just say? Hey, Omega Red! Yo!
Spider-Man gets insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
Yo! That looks fun and
With
cool.
Neil Patrick Harris is Deadpool.
It is
All
Neil Patrick
Next year at
Harris.
last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games.
No.
Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big
Project
news, the release date.
Let's see. So I'm gonna be real, I have always viewed the Dead Island and Dying Light games as inferior wannabes of Dead Rising.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
I say that as if Dead Rising. Oh, that was just a
God
fucking
only
Predator
knows
sound. What the
Baron's
fuck?
planning to do with those monsters.
I say that as if Dead Rising isn't mostly trash. Really, only with the one great title, that being Dead Rising 2, objectively.
I don't care how high his walls are, or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I
Built a
do!
great wall. Dying Light? Yeah, it's a new Dying Light.
Kyle, E&F is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence. The bonds of friendship and the nostalgia of growing up.
Painkiller again.
Mixtape comes from
I
Beethoven
can't even
and
make a
Dinosaur,
joke about this
and
being
Annapurna
Painkiller.
Interactive. And this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
Oh, God.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait, but didn't we have that, though,
Hanging out.
recently?
Getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
Oh, my goodness.
At the end of an era, when
Okay,
everything's
this
about
seems
to change,
charming in
it's
a
time to
silly
look
way.
back on your greatest hits.
Oh, you dick. Don't knock over this stuff. People in the store have to clean that up.
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night.
I have to. Oh yeah, shit. I probably gotta talk.
I love The Cure.
I gotta talk. This looks fun though. This does really capture
Experience
the
it for
coming
yourself.
of age young adult movies.
Mixtape.
It's a young adult.
Nothing
whatever.
but the hits.
You know what I mean? That looked cute.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me?
Looks like a video game.
We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await.
It feels mean.
We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia.
Don't
With the
fucking
help
take
of
her.
9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat 'em up
Maybe I
with
should
brutal
just give
hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
Yo! I played the demo for this. And it broke. But when it was working, it was fucking badass. And I highly recommend checking it out.
The hunt isn't over.
The demo bugged out on me when I played it on stream, but when it was working, this was fucking fun. Yeah. I might retry the demo for this, see if the final boss fight of it doesn't bug out this time. Yeah, this game is a ton of fun. If you liked, like, Sifu, this feels like what Sifu really wanted to be, combined with a bit of Spirit Strike. Yeah, that fucker with the chainsaw. Fuck that. Yeah, really cool though.
Amazing
Looks
what
like
these solo
the
devs could do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute
It's
Games,
like
the
Sifu,
makers
but
of
I
TMNT
think
Shredder's
it plays
Revenge and
better.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier.
Hey, yo.
If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Hold on, wait. Universal? Oh, is it gonna be Scott Pilgrim too? Or something? It is Scott Pilgrim too. Like that's cool and all. Don't get me wrong, that's cool. I like Scott Pilgrim. I like the movie. The books are good, but I prefer the movie because I saw it first. And I had a lot of fun playing the video game. When I saw Universal, my brain went like, "Oh wait, yo, are we getting a monster beat 'em up?" And then I was a little bit disappointed when that wasn't it. But this is still cool. This game is a ton of fun. It influenced beat 'em ups in a massive way. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Scott Pilgrim's
cool.
back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're gonna be right back.
That's
but
pretty
first, we
awesome.
have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer.
Oh.
So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around.
I like that she's just embracing the Dami mommy attitude.
And make your decision.
That's funny. Yeah, Capcom sale. I already own almost everything they've ever released on public platforms. And going back as far as the PS1. But still, good for you people that don't own all those things. She is one thing I really liked about Resident Evil Village, even though I overall don't like the game. But Vampire Dami Mommy is gonna be something I loved in just about anything. Sucks she's only in like the beginning. That looked interesting. I wish we got to see
Since
more
the dawn
detail.
of time, humankind has been obsessed with
Yo,
the
is that David
hard.
K? I don't give a fuck about what game it is. Is that David K? Let's go!
Now, a glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply
Yo, that is David K.
harder.
Let's go. Also, this song was in the trailer for Barbie. Yeah. So I get reminded of a thing I like, and David K shows up. Bonus. Let's go. This is a video game. Go back to David K.
Your hard just got harder.
That's a sound clip I'm getting later. Yeah, David K.
What are you doing here?
Come with me.
Oh shit, I got a song. I gotta
First,
talk
I was just
over
broken
it.
synapses in my
Gotta
head.
talk over it. Because it's the song from Gears of War. Yeah, Gears of War. But not on PC.
Like a part of me
Go
that's
fuck
been buried
you,
down deep feels like
fans.
it's
Who
just
was
knocking to get out.
interested? We're gonna put the remaster on PlayStation.
I'll be seeing you
But
around.
not PC.
Charlie, maybe
This
is the real you.
Not PC.
Diaz, you were a good soldier.
Fucking PlayStation. The competition. But not PC. But not PC. Yeah. Okay, I think the music's over. What the fuck is this? Just Cause? Okay, it's Mind's Eye. Never mind, I'm just fucking stupid. Yeah. It wasn't Gears of War, but that's where I primarily know the song. Hey, yo, Hitman!
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week,
This looks like a video game.
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world.
I know Corey was
and
real
your
happy
reactions
about
were
that one.
heartwarming. It's coming
Yeah,
in
my friend Corey,
2026.
really loved
But we
that
want to
one.
make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
I don't know jack shit about the Bond universe, so I probably won't get this, but Corey, I hope this makes you happy.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique.
Oh, I actually had. This is the
Our
one Bond
clients
movie
have
I've
deemed
seen,
this
because Corey told me this was one of the
I've
better
invited
ones.
these
He
people for a reason.
wanted to try and get me into it.
I know their weaknesses.
It wasn't really my thing
Mr.
personally, but
Rangel,
again,
he's too impatient, and Miss Bly, well,
hope this
she
makes you
likes to
happy,
drink.
dude.
Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
Yeah. Let's go, Agent 47.
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. From the TV show, specifically.
Good to
Yeah.
see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours. For only 30 days, and if you play it, you'll unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us
Well,
for
I don't
Summer
like-
Game Fest. Appreciate it,
I
guys.
don't like
Thanks for
sipping
being
time
on.
like
Great
that.
shit.
I don't like that as a game.
Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
I don't know anything about Lego.
Somewhere, so make some noise.
I'm into Barbie. I don't know anything about Lego.
For a nail-biting competition.
What?
Minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed
Looks like
contest to collect
thumb
the
work
most
here.
golden
Just for a
bricks.
second.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted.
What is going on?
What about our amazing mini-games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
More than 10?
It's actually more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO!
You know, I want to make a joke about something, but I don't know if I'm soon.
Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy
Steam
to
Next
announce
Fest.
the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Danger. Reactor.
Okay, we got weapons swapping. I don't know if I gotta let it sing, or if I'm gonna have to talk over, so better be safe and not get in trouble with YouTube because copyright is dumb. Piracy is the victimless crime. Okay, music's over. I'm sorry.
Now their ship is flying.
If they wanted to buy stuff, they would sell it to you. Piracy is a victimless crime. Yeah. Yeah, what they said.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can
There's
only
another
wonder,
game with Blight in the name.
did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and pass their knowledge to future generations. Until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
I like the art style.
Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Oh yeah, obligatory. Painkiller. Where's painkiller? Looks interesting. Yeah, I like the art style. You know, this reminds me. I feel like Floor 3 never came out. It got indefinitely delayed after that open beta. Oh. Rip. This doesn't look like Killing Floor, it just made me think of that. These things, what are these things kind of, these things should be set. Oh shit, we got friggin' power armor man. Panzer soul of that. Oh.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wishlisted game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Gundam should put out a new thing.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to
make a G
advance its Project Enterprise.
Or Gundam Seed game. He plays Jesus Yamato. But use the original voice actors from the English stuff. Not any of that Lacoste crap. I should probably keep talking because music. Yeah. Too creepy for me. That's fair. Yeah, Gundam. I mean, legally distinct giant blue and white robots. Yes, not Gundam. Not Gundam. Legally distinct. Damn gun, if you will. Let's go. Big ups. Just never forget. Yeah. Your anime. Yeah, this looks cool. Like, objectively, this looks cool. I gotta keep talking to that. Not creepy enough, but it looks interesting now. objectively, this looks cool, but it did make me think of how much I would like a Gundam CRG Gundam game. Or Gundam Double. The Gundams I like, basically. This looks cool. Yeah.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
I just ain't getting it, am I? I just ain't getting the fucking Painkiller trailer. Maybe I should shut the fuck up. Stop complaining.
Mechanicals approaching.
No, I don't like to play horror games. I like horror games, but most horror games suck.
We must now face a stark reality.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to say most horror games suck for horror. Like, if you're a horror fan, but in my opinion, a lot of horror games just suck.
There's no more.
That almost sounded like the R2-D2 noise. This feels like an evolution of ideas,
Whatever
like
it takes.
Grounded or something.
We find a way.
It's fine. Fine. Not really my cup of tea, but fine.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, Resident Evil 9. Okay, we're gonna see if those leaks that were totally, no, you're not, you know, vague as fuck. Actually, tell us.
Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それではこれからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
That's fine with me. Is that Kenny Omega? What the fuck?
Let's rumble.
Oh my god. It's... Oh, okay. We know who the next Street Fighter character is. Viper! Ingrid? Okay. Yo! Sagat! Oh, they're just announcing all of Season 3. Let's go! Big fucking ups. That's fine with me. I would also like Poison. But, oh, thank God! Sagat's first this time. Yeah. I would point out this is repeat DLC, like what Tekken's doing that people don't like, but Street Fighter 6 didn't go out of its way to piss off its players, so... it's just the industry we live in. But we're getting Sagat! And, you know, those other characters. But mostly Sagat. This makes me think of Fortnite. I don't know what this is. But yeah, straight to Street Fighter. Hoping for other fighting game news soon. The big fighting game news I personally want probably won't come till Evo.
Countdown begins.
Adios.
Wish list now.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s, as you saw. The closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
All I want is AO505 Games Publishing. All I want is painkiller. Just give me a second painkiller. This is so much fun.
Fate is all set in stone. You can't
Say this
change how
alone
it
to
ends.
fate. Fate be damned. Now I just want the kingdoms of Anne.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
I would greatly appreciate the kingdoms of Anne.
Gotta rescue mom. This is what we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out here.
Find Rizzo, find Master Kill, find Jizzle, find Method, find
Wait. I have a sneaking little guess on what this could be, and I doubt it highly. Oh my god. Is it a remake of Wu-Tang Shaolin Style? Let's go! Let's go! It's Wu-Tang time! It's not a remake of Wu-Tang Shaolin Style. I thought it was gonna be Def Jam. Okay, this looks cool, never mind, I'll shut up. That looked like cool combat. Oh, another Dark Souls, like, yeah. Trust me, I know how you feel. Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
My calling takes me far from
Yeah,
home,
okay,
where
Wu-Tang
shared struggles form
RPG.
fast
That's
bonds.
cool. That was cool.
My greatest
Combat was
advantage?
fun.
Adaptability. Their greatest
I've
weakness.
wanted to get into Guild Wars, but I thought this game got shut down a few years ago. Or I should say I wanted to get into Guild Wars.
My story.
Back in high
My
school.
story is yours.
This was like over a decade ago. Jesus. If I could start my story today, maybe we'll do that. The Games Epic Store. One store. 4 platforms. Featuring that. I think my brother played this game. Games that exist. None of those look like fucking Splatoon. None of them look like Splatoon. It might have been Splatoon. Hey, yo, Marvel Rivals, let's go! Shout out to someone named Katie. Who need to group up with on Marvel Rivals. You what?
You're never gonna guess what happened. I took a bullet, I died, I came back. Here we go. And I met Johnny Silverhand. Chip.
This is a game people like that aren't me.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
By not showing thank God. This could be cool though. I like the art style. So clean. Wait a minute.
Another relapse, huh?
It's Conquer? Well, obviously it's not Conquer's Bad Fur Day exactly, but... This is the same plot? This feels very Conquer
Maybe it's too much for someone like you.
Yo! Okay, I like what I see. Please let this one be playable right now.
It won't always be so easy.
Yo, I dig this one. Hell yeah.
You still look a little unwell.
Into the unwell. Fuck! I didn't see if it had a release date. It better be wishlistable and a demo
Hey guys,
playable
I'm Ian
right now.
Crew, the
Hey, yo,
co-founder of
Splitgate! This game
1047
rocked
Games.
when
we
I played it
started
first.
Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends. And 20 million of you played with us.
Hell yeah.
Now,
This
with the
game was
help
a
from
ton
our
of fun.
amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo. And I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year. And I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
Swag. Oh, what a fucking
With
gamer.
Splitgate 2, we
Hell
asked
yeah.
ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger.
Okay, you said the word arena
Splitgate
shooter. I was
Battle
wondering that
Royale
because
launches
there was
free
some
right
Unreal
now,
influence in the
and
first
it's
Splitgate. I
fucking
was wondering if he's
awesome.
gonna acknowledge that. Yeah.
Just look at that water placement. Expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. They are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid, so fast. You can't stop it. You can't catch.
And he complete the comeback he's going to try. He shoots. He gets the kill. Now that's how you portal.
They're not done yet. They got one. They got another. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Oh my God! They did it.
Yeah. The first one was really fun, so I'm glad this is succeeding. I don't know. Oh my God! I definitely have to talk over this one. Yeah. Talking. Hell yeah. I feel validated because it's got the purple hands, and I played as the skin that was purple because obviously I played as the one that was purple. Let's go. Whatever. I have to keep talking. Yeah. I can't shut up. It's because fucking Imagine Dragons. It's on the ear holes. Yeah, radioactive. My monster knows. Yeah. Other songs they sang. I don't remember. Yeah. Game looks cool. Again, I don't know if I'll get into it because Marvel Rivals is Dead by Daylight or that multiplayer addiction, and there's a ton of cool games coming up as we have seen. Yeah. This game looks totally cool though. Hell yeah, big ups. And good for them. Really good for them.
Now we are honored to
Just
showcase the
dedicated
latest
gamers
project
making
from the
games.
talented minds
Hell
at
yeah.
RGG Studio in Japan.
Hell yeah. Oh, they showed a teaser for this. Last year. Yeah. Yeah, there was a teaser for this last year. I think at the Game Awards. Cool though.
Got a name? Mako Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
Wow.
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Very old anime. It was cool.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
It's probably not gonna be God Hand 2. Alan Wake 3. Or any third other thing I like. Or God damn it, I can read.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
I didn't get to read it if that gave away what this is.
If this is about the report you asked for
Ignore me for
yesterday,
being stupid.
it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Wait a minute.
Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
No way.
What is this? Hey! Help!
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Well, shit.
There you have it, Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone?
Well, shit. I
Good job.
would have liked
Lucy
a
got
little
to see the
bit
trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe
info,
it. You
but
kept
I
that
mean,
so secret.
Very
we'll
tough
get it at
secret.
Gamescom,
Okay.
I
All right, well,
guess.
there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend you can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, so overall, I feel like that was we got a good, we got a good dripping out of stuff. I'm gonna be real, the RE9, I started to see it coming, and then it, hold on, I gotta use different arts. Okay, and then when I realized it, I was like, oh shit, but I would have liked more information. It seems like some of the leaks based off that teaser trailer we got there probably are accurate. It seems like others were just kind of full of shit. So yeah, it'd be that way. So we're gonna do this. As promised much earlier, we're gonna go ahead and do that there. Nightmare on Elm Street tier listy thing. Ranking all them their movies, and while I do that, we can talk more about the Games Fest and stuff like that. After this, I may actually end the stream after the tier listy thing, because I haven't eaten in a while and I'm hungry. And I don't like to eat on stream unless y'all want to watch vampires, which I know some of you definitely do. Definitely. Let me see something. Oh my god, get off my screen. No. Okay, fuck you. Google search. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. Okay, I'm going to bed now. See you all next time. Later, Cindy. Yep, we're gonna do this real quick, because, well, there's actually not a whole lot of movies. I jokingly said last night in the Discord VC when we were marathoning these, that I was also gonna rank the music videos, but there's no real way I can do that in comparison to the films. I will probably show one of the music videos, just to troll y'all. We opened up with Dream Warriors, but we will rank all the films, and I'll discuss the Freddy's Nightmares, which was the pilot of the TV show. Well, it was a TV show. I'll discuss specifically the pilot episode, which goes over Freddy's origins, which was the setup for that show, which was basically Freddy Krueger's take on Tales from the Crypt. And after that, we will probably end the stream so I can go get food, and then I'll hang out in the Discord with people who want to hang out. But there's not a whole crazy ton of films, actually. So this shouldn't actually take us super long, but just out of the brink, we're gonna put the original up here on S tier, because rewatching them all, especially rewatching them all last night, there was this spoiler alert. There's gonna be 3 that are up here in S tier, and they're up here for different reasons. For the original, it's not only the start of this iconic franchise. Secondly, even in just one film, Freddy firmly plants himself not only as an icon of this new emerging genre of subgenre of horror, i.e. the slasher, but he firmly sets himself aside and to some degree above any that had come before him. Also, carving out the way for the supernatural slasher, many of which, intentionally or otherwise, going forward, would feel, in some ways, like, even for decades onward, you could still feel the roots that were set up with the original Freddy, with the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Fantastic film, fun kills. Has one of my favorite kills in the series with the bed kill. If you've seen it, you've seen it. You've probably fucking seen it. If you watch my stuff and you like, slasher movies at all, you most likely have seen the bed kill. But yeah, easy S tier. Elm Street 2. So, in my lifetime, Elm Street 2 has had different perceptions that I remember culturally. I remember when I was growing up, it was seen as, just a big step down, and then when it was culturally reevaluated as the gay sequel, what it was known as for a while, it was seen as more of this art piece type thing with the metatextual and the psychosexual. I think it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's not as good as the first one, and it feels a little more generic. They also kind of play fast and loose in this one compared to the first one with how Freddy's powers work. He goes from, being he goes from being primarily dreams in the first one, with the ability to influence you in the real world, to being able to just straight up set birds on fire and throw shit around in the real world, even when, he's only starting to make his influence known. My favorite kill from this one, I'm not going to have a favorite kill from all of them, because some of them just, I don't know, they were just kind of so-so, whatever. But a few of them I'll name my favorite kill. In this one, and it is solely for the utter absurdity that anybody saw this and didn't immediately think, this is gay as fuck. It's the coach in the shower, that kill. Lilith and Asahi probably remember exactly what that kill looked like. But it was very fun. Like I said, it's not as good as the first one. I feel like the first one flows better, I think, and is a more, it's got better pacing. This one in some areas just kind of feels like we're just kind of there watching things happen. I do really enjoy and respect, again, the subtextual, the symbolism of Freddy, and using him, to represent other things which can, be related to and can affect, dreams and stuff like that. And I like that as an art piece tool. But when he comes into the real world in the end of the movie, and you just get the pool party slash 'em up fest, that was pretty brutal and cool, and I liked that. Yeah, and I liked that we got that. It was nice build up. Like I said, some of the film drags a little, but it was nice build up to a very satisfying ending act, and that's gonna be a repeating factor in these, by the way. But I'm gonna put it here in B tier. I'm gonna put it here in B. Not as good as the first, but definitely fun to watch, and things like that. All I remember from Nightmare 2 is the people talking about how gay it is. It's a very straight movie, totally. I don't know how you could watch anything in this film and not think it's totally hetero, bro. Absolutely. There's so many fun little. If you watch it like looking for the subtext about again the psychosexual element, it's a lot of fun. But again, movie overall enjoyable. Well, but a step down from the original, and overall, like watching in isolation compared to other films in this franchise, compared to other slashers, it's fine. It's not. I'd say C is fine. C is fine. Like C is mid. It's a little bit above mid. It's a little bit above mid. So fun fact: Freddy's first appearance didn't have the green stripes in his sleeves. Alright, and now we get on to the third film, where we're the Dream Warriors! Don't wanna dream no more! We're the Dream Warriors! Baby, tonight, you'll be gone! Dream Warriors! So I don't know if you can tell, but I like Dream And I actually have two favorite kills in this one being the puppet string kill, and one being the TV kill. Welcome to prime time, bitch. But yeah, so while I was watching through these movies last night, a friend of mine, Ramona, brought up a point that I'd never considered actually about this franchise. And that is that it goes through phases kind of like Resident Evil or Star Wars, where you've got different sections of it that are kind of doing different things. Give me a second to read this comment, and then I'll continue explaining my little spiel. Oh yeah. The third is actually my favorite one in the franchise. Yeah, because you have the correct opinion. If you hate anyone who hates Dream Warriors hates fun. Okay, boom, boom. There, you can you can affirm that statement. But anyway, yeah, I liked the idea of bringing back Nancy, and I liked that we got to see. How she's, like, how the events of the first one and Freddy, affected her as a person. And I like the setup of the concept of the Dream Warriors. I liked the implementation of the powers. It was a little silly, and oh yeah, back to my thing that Ramona said. So, the way she had explained it was Dream Warriors was kind of the RE4 of Elm Street, where this one, flirted a little bit more with the silliness and the over the topness, and then the preceding sequels to this one went all the way in that direction, kind of like how with Resident Evil you had 4, which 4 I think has probably an equal amount of good balance between action and horror with Resident Evil Revelations. But then you get 5, which leans very much into the styles of the time, and then you get 6, which is a good game, and people who don't like 6 probably don't actually like Resident Evil and Hate Fun. But it did veer even more into the over-the-top, silly action, which again, 4 flirted with, and 5 dipped its legs in with Wesker. There you are. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you, Chris, and things like that. Okay. But yeah, Elm Street 3, this one has been my favorite, next to another one in the series that we'll get to later. Oh my god, I just read something disturbing. Sorry about that, kids. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I had an inkling to check Discord just to see if I had missed anything, because I always have streamer mode on, and it's earlier than the usual streaming time, so like somebody might message me something, and I read something a bit disturbing. But anyway. So yeah, Dream Warrior's been my favorite since I was a kid, and rewatching it as an adult just reaffirmed that stance. I like how right out of the gate, we're taking advantage of the higher budget, the advance in technology, and we're doing more with the effects, we're doing more with the dreams, we're going further and bigger with the kills. You had visually interesting stuff in the first one, and in the second one as well, like when Freddy comes out of Jesse's stomach in the second one. I feel like this is the only film with the most amount of main characters surviving. It is, because in the fourth one, which we'll get to right now, Dream Master, pretty much a lot of it is like a video game. Where you got it's like an Ass Creed game or a Hitman game where you got like a list of targets and Freddy's just going fucking by the numbers with them, and that's a complaint I'm gonna have for the fifth one as well. I'm gonna be honest, Elm Street 4. Actually, no. Elm Street 4 does not belong in A. Elm Street 4 belongs right here in C, because Elm Street 4 is fine. It's alright. Elm Street 4, and especially watching this after Dream Warriors, it's fine. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, it's perfectly palatable and acceptable. A course meal, like a Freddy-themed course meal. It is a roller coaster ride at some fucking Six Flags-esque carnival amusement park, whatever the fuck, that is Freddy themed. It's got the things you expect. Is aight. Okay, is aight. Now there is, in my opinion, it steps up in the final act, like I said, with 2, where 2 feels in some areas like it kind of drags, and then it steps up in the final act. The fourth one very much steps up in the final act and gets a little retarded when it's just a fucking fighting game villain by the end of that movie. But it was still fun overall. I think my favorite kill from the fourth one is probably the karate kill, the fight with the in the dream with the glove. That was cool. I liked that one. That was fun. Overall, it's fine. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's after these first 3 and the charm and fun you can have. I would say if Elm Street 2 if Elm Street 2 wasn't exactly what it was, I would probably put these together, if not say 4 is a little bit better, just because we're getting more dream kills, we're getting more over the top Freddy Krueger, like, specifically, this is a thing Freddy Krueger does type of stuff, okay? Alright, and then we get to Dream Child. And this one's similar to 4. It kind of just goes by. It kind of just goes by the numbers. Oh yeah, also, a thing I forgot to mention about Elm Street 3 that, let me just rewind back to that. I'm very sorry. Elm Street 3 also set up a lot of firm lore that these next 2 films down here would, in some areas, at least try to expand on and try to build upon, which I think is good, because there is, in some of these, there are points that are brought up and things that are just kind of completely dropped and forgotten about, especially by the time we get to Freddy's Dead, but still, again, Elm Street 3P. But yeah, so 5, like I said, 5, kind of like 4, it feels palatable, but it veers a little bit far into the just kind of absurd with, like, where the extended lore is going, and, like, the stuff with the... And, like the concept of a baby dreaming, and that being a way Freddy can use to get power and to build himself up. That's cool and interesting. What's weird is some of the, like, basically the stuff that happens at the end. Also Freddy kind of gets turned into a little bitch by the end of this movie. He kind of gets his shit pushed in a lot, which is not going to be the last time I say that. So Nightmare 5 holds the world record for the least amount of kills with only 3. Yeah, so think about 5, like, the kills are personalized enough, but they're not really all that exciting. The one I like the most, because I don't know, I've always been into comic books, so this one just always puts a smile on my face, is the Super Freddy kill, which, like, rewatching it, it's not, none of the kills in this one are very good. They're not really. But the Super Freddy kill makes me smile and makes me laugh. And just as it did as a kid. Faster than a bastard maniac. More powerful than a local madman. It's Super Freddy. But yeah, so that's that. Like I said, these 2, they're fine. They're not unwatchably bad. I wouldn't even go as far as to say they're outright bad. They're enjoyable, like, for fans. If you like what's come before, you still enjoy these. They're just not as good, and they're not doing as many good things for the property and franchise. At least in my personal opinion. And then we get to Freddy's Dead, which is this is the one in the series that... Oh, oops. This is the one in the series that I genuinely did not like even as a child, obviously excluding the remake, which that came out when I was a tween. I saw the remake when it was still new. All these other ones I saw growing up as the little mini gamer horror girly. But anyway, so after rewatching 6, this movie is bad, but it veers on the so bad it's good and can be enjoyed for its absurdity. And again, it was brought up to me last night, because I did a big watch thing in the Discord with a ton of my friends popping in, popping out, and there are fun parts in this, and as me and Lilith observed while we were watching it, some of the kills in this one are very, very well done, and, like, the kills were personalized in, pretty much all of them. But the ones in here, the ones in 6 were actually done, I would say, better than 4 and 5. Not the overall kill itself, like it was, gorier or more fantastical, but like the way it was presented and framed was done a lot better. My favorite being Carlos, the death kid. Also, I realized I didn't say the names for everybody God, I don't want to go back and do that. That would take forever. I'm sorry. And how the film earlier on establishes what it's like, for him when he doesn't have the hearing aid in, and then Freddy takes out the hearing aid right before he kills them, and there's this very well done sequence where we're hearing everything the way he is. With him being half deaf. And there's also just this very funny scene of him running, and he has no idea where Freddy is because he can't hear anything. And for the whole time, Freddy's just behind him, fucking partying, doing fucking emotes and shit. It's funny. Like, there's fun to be had in here. But then there's stuff that, like, the twist. Now, I knew what it was going in, but even if you don't know, you can figure it out really fast. It's not really subtle with that at all. And it does kind of feel like we're just kind of moving through the motions at times. There's also one kill with the stoner character, whose name is escaping me at the moment, that is just... It starts off very, very funny in like a full moon kind of way, with the now you're playing with power. And it gets to just cartoonish levels of absurdity. And that's the problem with a few things. Well, I say a problem. I like that stuff, but I get why, especially if you watch these in release order, I get why this one wasn't as liked. It does do other things for the lore, like we get to see young child Freddy, and I don't really like that as much. I don't think it. Now Lilith pointed out it's probably not supposed to be 100% real, like 1-to-1. What we see when Freddy's daughter goes into his memories, it's probably not supposed to be 1-to-1. And like that being, even that being said, I feel like that could have been presented and done better. Like objectively speaking, they do get lower quality, but there's still, I think, fun you can have in them. Now, if you're a diehard Fred head, you'll probably, be like me, and you still enjoy the whole ride all the way through. If you're a general slasher fan, understand what you're going into as the series goes on, and it's kind of like Killjoy in that regard, but Killjoy gets more over the top and absurd in a way where it's kind of finding where it really belonged the whole time. Elm Street as a franchise kind of does that Resident Evil thing of, like I said, it embraces an aspect of its identity when the technology was there to truly express it in the best way possible, and then it just kind of veers a little too far into one direction, which is going to work for some fans, not work for others. So you think they could have more with John Doe? There could have been more with John Doe. So are you only doing this tier list because Kat said? Okay, so I'm gonna give you the details on that. I'm not gonna go into extensive detail. A year ago, Kat and I were talking about doing that together. But he refused to get his Discord working so he could actually communicate with me, and then I had life stuff happen, like when my dad passed away, and I wasn't really, up for it. And then when I was up for it again, he still refused to get his Discord working. And other life things happened. My grandpa ended up dying, and then for a while, I'm again still waiting for Kat to fix his fucking tech issues, to the point where me and some friends of mine took a straight week off of our lives and offered to help him, even to the point of me doing half the work to make him a just brand new Discord, and he did absolutely nothing as far as putting in any effort to making any of that happen or taking the help we offered him. The long and short of it is Kat and I are not friends no more, because in a private conversation, he defended some pretty horrific shit and tried to justify some pretty horrific things that did not sit okay with me, and is just not Not something I want to morally stand by. So he and I is not friends no more. Yeah, so I'm doing this because it was something I wanted to do, but like I said, he and I aren't friends anymore. He ain't gonna be coming around the streams. Yeah, it's not really a stance that I stand with personally. Oh, you forgot the power glove. Yes. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. Is Cat tried to justify and defend some pretty horrific things for over an hour, and it was pretty fucking disgusting. And it's just not really it's not really the kind of thing I want to stand with. For those in the Discord, I did show those like the details of that. But yeah, that's the long and short version of it. Anyways. So I'm gonna continue my opinion on this movie's a little overrated. Wes Craven's New Nightmare is objectively a pretty good, solid, well-made film. I like the meta angle. I like the callbacks to the classics. It's objectively not bad, but for me personally, I would just kind of have rathered this be an H2O Scream 5 style sequel thingy, whatever. I don't know. It's just me. The movie's fine. It's well acted, obviously, and the effects are done well. The script is good. It presents it's very well done. Very well done film. Just not my personal favorite. Not my particular cup of tea. Alright. The GOAT! The GOAT! The GOAT! Freddy vs. Jason is one of my favorite movies ever. I own, like 5 or 6 copies of this film. I've got a VHS copy. I've got a VMD. I almost said VOD. I got a VMD copy, which, if you don't know, for the younger members of our little audience here, and for those less gamerly literate, a VMD was the way you watch movies on the PSP. So I have one of those. I have the VHS. I have a DVD. Or actually, no, I have 3 DVDs because they come in the I have one singular just Freddy vs. Jason DVD. Then I have the DVD that comes in the Nightmare on Elm Street collection, and then I have a DVD that came in my Friday the 13th Jason collection. And then I have a Blu-ray, and then I own this on a couple different digital platforms. But yeah, this was so when I was like 6 years old and obsessed with and obsessed every day with Barbie. This was the biggest movie in any and everyone's mind at the time, myself included. I wanted to see it. I watched it. I watched it multiple times over the years via illegally uploaded YouTube bits. Shout out to the good old days when YouTube didn't suck at, being mean. Freddy vs. Jason is okay! Wrong. Fuck! No! God damn it, no! Ah! Oh, thank God. No! No! No, you bastard! Okay. Hold on.
wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
That's all I have to say to that. That's all I have to say to that. I respect everyone's opinion. What the fuck? Oh, yo, hold up. Hold the fucking phone. Yo, let's fucking, I got some great news. Freddy vs. Jason's okay, we can put it on S tier, wrong objectively. So who do you see as more evil, Jason or Freddy? Jason personally. Or, not Jason, sorry, Freddy personally. Jason's a little bit more of a victim in his circumstances. So Jason got like 40 kills in his movies, while Freddy had the, 40 kills in that movie, while Freddy had like 2. I would have to crunch the numbers, actually. I know you are evidence. Brutality. What a murder. Alright, and the Elm Street remake goes exactly where anyone who has ever seen it, in their life, even once. Or in my case, twice. I watched it once when it was new, and I watched it, oh no, I watched it 3 times, because I rewatched all the Elm Street movies, including the reboot, like 2 or 3 years ago. So I've watched it 3 times, and then I watched it earlier, sort of before stream. But, yeah. It is still everything you remember it being. The kills that try to attempt to pay homage to the original just make you feel like I could be watching the original. The story as presented just doesn't hit as hard. It's just not as engaging as the original. They go for a possibly interesting twist on the story, and then back out of it, and then they implement an idea that was scrapped from the original version of the original story for good reason. Like, these get lower in quality as they go on, but they're still enjoyable films. The Elm Street remake just, there's not really anything there that's worth anything. When you have this, by that point in time, you know, an entire franchise worth of enjoyable. Oh shit! Okay, God just wants someone with the blood tither. That's fine. Reconnected successfully. Thank God! Thank God! Thank God. Okay. Ooh, that was scary. Okay, but yeah. So overall, thank you all for coming out and hanging out. That was Summer Games Fest plus Elm Street tier listy thingy. All in under 4 hours. Fuck yeah. I will say, for what it's worth on Freddy vs. Jason, out of 20 scripts written, we still got the best one, lol. Now, if they did 30, maybe you would have been great. It was great. It was flawless. Also, real quick, because I can do this and I think it'd be fun, we're gonna we're gonna drop in on a little friend of mine. We're gonna drop in on a friend of mine because I wanna promote my buddy.
Battle.
Okay, hold up.
You got them all.
What is happening with this game? No one's there.
Katie, let's go. Alright, so, this is where I'm gonna go as soon as the stream
You guys are
ends.
seeing what I'm seeing, right?
And
You got
this
them
is
all.
my friend
Who?
Katie.
Who did I
Say big
get? I
ups
don't
to
see
Katie.
anyone.
Let me type in here. Big.
What is this game? Did someone just like leave? Am I playing against bots or real people? Sometimes I wish that I could be good at shooting games, but I now have terrible game reflexes. I mean, I feel like I do too. I truly do. Like, I don't think I'm good either. I just enjoy playing them, regardless of if I suck at them.
Fuck yeah, I got a crown. Hell yeah.
Confused by this game.
Right
Big
now.
ups, Katie. It's Katie in time. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'm so confused by this game. You just missed it. There was like it said you got them all, and I didn't see a single enemy. I don't understand what's happening. Truly not.
Stream.
I really have to get a second monitor. Ooh, I should message my brother about that today. Yeah, I have to get a second monitor because I have the one and it's not vibing with it. Oh, they look sweaty.
Go support Katie.
Boosting repair functions.
She's cool. It was.
Oh no, they're sweaty.
Not fun. It was objectively flawless. It had no problems.
Oh no, they're sweaty.
None. Literally fucking none. Name a single one. Hold on. Well, we watched
How do we
Katie
get them all?
play
There's still
Ultron
one
better than I ever will.
Or is that like
'cause
just like if the whole team? Okay.
I suck at video
No, I
games.
understand now. I understand.
Give me
Don't worry,
one
guys, I'm getting
flaw
it.
that movie
Also, I'm
has.
really annoyed that my
Fucking
phone keeps closing out because the only way I could see the chat right now is via my phone, and my phone keeps like closing out on me. It's really fun. I'm watching it on my Steam. Girl. Oh.
Did I say Steam?
I got it. Don't worry, I got it. I have no idea what this game is, but Katie is the illest.
Yeah. Based.
I miss you, Lola. Am I in first place now?
Okay.
Go
Looks
on.
like we're ready to go to battle.
I'm gonna ask
Okay, now we're
a
defeating
personal question.
robots again. Love that.
Boosting repair functions.
You got them all.
Okay. I want that one. I want that one. Hi. Hi. Oh, I can't do that one. Fine then.
Say it. Say
Okay.
it. Say it.
Could I get you to say something like, it's fine?
No, God damn it.
It's fine. It's fine. I think that's so funny that like
She
that's
fucking
become my
said it.
slogan.
She fucking
in
said it.
life.
Hell yeah.
Just, it's fine.
Let's go. We got the
Look at us, a
line.
little family reunion.
We got the
We're
line.
so cute. I
Okay.
truly have no idea what this new
Now
game is. It's
now we're
very
gonna end this
confusing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just picking random
like
things.
we're
I'm
ready
pressing
to go to
random
battle.
buttons.
I would ask her to say it's poo in time for us, but I'll say it myself.
Okay. Oh.
Thank you all for
Oh, we're
coming
not
and
doing
hanging
good
out.
this time.
It was cool.
Okay. No, we're cooking. We're cooking. We cooked. We cooked, guys. Don't worry. Hee hee hee.
What a gift.